All right, so today what we're going to talk about is we're going to go over a few questions that we've done discussing dimensional analysis. So the first question we're going to look at says write the expression that converts 50 liters per minute, so 50 liters per 1 minute, and we're going to convert that into milliliters per second. So the first thing I want to do is I want to change liters into milliliters. So if I think about my conversions, I know that when I look at a conversion to go from liters into milliliters, I gave everybody a chart yesterday that said what those conversions were. So if you look on that chart, down at the liquid capacity, right, liquid volume capacity, it will tell you that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. So there's the conversion for that. The other conversion we need in this problem is to go from minutes into seconds. So we're also going to go minutes and make that equal to seconds. So with this conversion, we all should know it. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So to convert this, the first thing we're going to do is start with our liters. Since we have liters on top, we want to put liters on bottom. And we know that with our conversion, we're going from liters into milliliters. So if 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters, then beside liters we need to write a 1, and beside milliliters we need to write 1,000. Once we do that, our liters will cancel out, and we'll be left with milliliters on top. Next, we want to take the minutes and get the minutes to cancel out. So since there's minutes on bottom, we put minutes on top, and we're going to put seconds on bottom. So we know that with the conversion, we know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So we're going to write 1 minute beside, or 1 beside minute, and 60 beside seconds. Here, minutes will cancel out, and what that does for us is it leaves us milliliters per second, which is what we wanted to convert it to. So all we have left to do is multiply these numbers on top. So we have 50 times 1,000 milliliters times 1. So in our calculator, we want to do 50 times 1,000 times 1, which should give us 50,000. And that's going to be milliliters on top. And then on bottom, we're going to do 1 times 60 seconds, which should give us 60 seconds on bottom. All right, so to solve this problem, we then want to take our calculator and we want to divide it out. So on top we have 50,000. So in your calculator, type in 50,000. And we're going to divide 50,000 by 60. So when we divide that out, we should get an answer of 833.3 repeating, and that's going to be milliliters per second. Alright, so that takes care of this problem. We end up with our final answer being 83.3 milliliters per second for number 4. So, real quick, I want to look at one more example, and this is going to be on the back of your page, and this will be number 7 on last night's homework. So number 7 on last night's homework said, while traveling in England, Sonia noticed the price of gas was 1.4 pounds per liter. So that tells us what we start with, 1.4 pounds. Now here, pounds is not weight. It's talking about money. So it costs 1.4 pounds in England for a liter of gas, or 1 liter of gas. So what we want to do, it says she wonders how that compares to the average price of gas in Atlanta, where she lives. On that day, the exchange rate was 1 pound is equal to $1.56. So there's one of our conversions. We know that 1 pound on that day was equal to $1.56 in the United States. It says set up and evaluate a conversion expression to find the equivalent price in dollars per gallon. Use the conversion factor 1 liter is equal to 0.26  0.26 gallons to find your answer. So we want to convert this into dollars per gallon. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to convert pounds into dollars. So since I have pounds on top, I want to put pounds on bottom. And we said we're converting pounds straight to dollars. So we know that based on our information, we know 1 pound is equal to $1.56. So we're going to write 1 pound. And next to dollars, we're going to write $1.56. And then what happens is our pounds cancel out, and we're left with dollars on top. On the bottom, we have 1 liter is equal to 0.26 gallons. So since we have liters, we want to put liter on top. That way they're diagonal. And we're going to put gallon on bottom. So here we want to put 1 beside liter. And we want to put 0.26 beside gallon, since that was our conversion down here at the bottom. And then we want to see if we can get our liters to cancel. 1 liter on bottom, 1 liter on top, so those cancel. And now we're ready to multiply it out. Since our answer is in dollars, we have dollars per gallon. All right, so to work this out, all we're going to do, I'm going to come down here since I'm running out of space on that end. All we're going to do is multiply 1.4 times 1.56 times 1. So that's going to require a calculator. So we have 1.4 times 1.56 times 1. And when we multiply those together, we should get an answer of 2.184. And that's going to be in dollars on top. On bottom, we're going to do 1 times 0.26. So that's pretty easy. That's 0.26. And the bottom is going to be in gallons. Gallons. So all we need to do is take 2.184, and we're going to divide that by 0.26. And when we divide it out, we should get an answer of 8.40, or just 8.4. So what that means is it's going to be $8.40 per gallon for a gallon of gas. Now, we've worked a lot of different examples as far as this goes with converting units and doing dimensional analysis, but these are just a couple of the examples you can use. So feel free to watch this video over again if you need to, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.